at is Meyer's treatise on the Dussack. This is the second book in the art of combat, and it begins with an interesting, almost poetic verse section where he describes the basic principles of how to fight with the weapon. The first two lines talk about how to extend far and long with the blade and how to hang over after the cut. I think this means something very important for how we use the Dussack in our sparring, and I'm going to use Jeff here as my example of this. Notice the Dussack is generally a relatively short weapon. Now actual Dussacks would have been a bit longer, but this still serves. If I cut at him, I can't afford to just stay straight backed and cut. I'm not going to be able to reach him. So I have to extend far and long to reach with a much shorter weapon. This does a couple of things. Not only does it increase the range of my strike, which is useful since my weapon is a little bit shorter, but it also does something to the body. As I cut, if I reach forward, I present a slightly smaller target to the opponent. Now I'm a big dude, so it doesn't make a lot of difference, but if I were to cut here, I have this whole shoulder available. If I extend forward with the cut, there's a lot less of me that the opponent can attack, and now my blade is in the way. What he also says is to hang forward after the cut. I feel like this is just restating the usefulness of extension. For example, if I'm attacking Jeff, if I really focus on getting after him, I'm going to be able to reach him. But this does something very interesting as well. It leaves me open. That's a good thing, because that leaves a target that I can then exploit and use it as a way to counterattack my opponent. Another thing that, let's move this way a bit. Another thing that Meyer talks about is how you never want to approach the person any closer than when you can reach them with a step. I think this kind of throws a wrench in how most of us are doing our Dussack sparring, because what you oftentimes see in most sparring videos, we're very, very close together, and we're doing a lot of this stuff, usually getting into wrestling. Now that's not to say that Meyer doesn't do wrestling. He has an entire grappling section for his Dussack. But what I think this means is the range at which most of us are engaging with these weapons is perhaps not what he was going for. So what we want to do to fix that is focus on those first two lines of the intro verse, extending far and long and hanging over after the cut. This is going to keep us in Meyer's proper range, and I think this is also going to make our Dussack sparring even more effective. Another thing this does is it ties into another part of the intro verse where he says the point will send away an opponent that is charging. If I cut at Jeff and he moves back and then charges in at me, if I've extended, the point's now in the way. He's deterred from coming in. So I feel like these three principles together set up the foundation of Meyer's Dussack. What do you guys think? Let us know.